Hi there, my name is Lynn Bell, and I'm the founder of Badass Butterfly Alchemy Coaching. And I was supposed to be speaking at last night's boss meeting. I lost my key, like literally lost my key. Apparently, someone found it and put it in the trash that I did not know existed. So, after about 3 hours of searching for the key and then driving all the way to Orange County, and then driving all the way back, and then driving all the way back home at the end of the day after it was a mess. Okay. I missed the meeting. And what I wanted to do though was to take a moment to acknowledge my fault and also to apologize to Natalie and Renee, who were relying on me to show up, but also for those of you who did not receive what I have to offer. So I'm just going to give you my presentation right now. I thank you for watching it. My name is Lynn Bell. And I'm a spiritual life coach, but I'm also a spiritual business mentor. I have the honor of working with women who want to be spiritual life coaches, and I help them build the foundation so that they can have a six-figure business. Why is that important? Well, because I know that as an entrepreneur, it's a sacred calling. There's something inside of us entrepreneurs that must create. And the topic for the boss meeting last night was conjuring and receiving help. And what is very, very important that I have learned is that as entrepreneurs, we can feel very isolated. We are alone most of the time because we are creating from a place that requires us to be in a relationship with our own genius. In order to access our genius, we need to be alone. Yes, we do have to spend time with other people, and that feeds our genius. But when it comes down to actually doing the work, I know for myself, I am by myself most of the time. And that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. Where do we conjure and receive that help that is so important for our relationship with our own creative genius? And to me, that comes in the process of meditating. So, what I want to do is do three things for you. I want to first of all talk to you about the benefits of meditating. Secondly, I want to help you start your own meditation practice or enhance your meditation practice if you already have one. And then I want to just take you on a very short guided meditation. So, first of all, why do we meditate? Why is meditating important? And why do I think that this is your superpower? First of all, meditating for me, the best time is in the morning. And here's why. When you first wake up, you are moving from a state of deep sleep. You are in another world. And when you awaken, you are very quickly moving from another world to your current space in your bed or on the couch or in the recliner, okay? But you're moving from a state of um, deep rest, deep relaxation into the present moment. And there's a lot that happens. First of all, what we don't quite realize is when we wake up, you have a cortisol spike. Excuse me. You have a cortisol spike, and that is basically dumping a bunch of hormones into your system and getting your body into a state of fight or flight. If the very first thing you do is grab your phone and look at the news, look at email, check your messages, go on Facebook or open into videos, what you're doing is taking your system that's already in a state of fight or flight, and then you're giving it you're feeding it the nourishment of that actually stimulates more fight or flight responses in your body, but also in your mind. Now, keep in mind that everything we do compounds. So, what you're doing when you pick up your phone first thing in the morning, or you open your laptop first thing in the morning, you are compounding more of whatever you are doing in that moment. Okay. Instead, okay, and by the way, this waking state is called hypnopompic. It's the hypnopompic state. So it's going from a state of very relaxed in another world into this current world without any kind of kindness or gentleness. Um, when you choose to awaken and you choose immediately to go into meditation, and I'm talking about before you even get out of bed to relieve yourself, definitely before you've made coffee or anything like that, I'm suggesting that the very first thing you do is when you wake up is to gently sit up, put the pillow behind your back. You can cross your legs or keep your legs straight out, but just put your hands in a nice, easy position, just one on top of the other, or just on your knees or on your thighs, and just close your eyes and breathe. Don't stay lying down to do this, because lying down is going to help you fall back asleep. This is not about falling back asleep. It's about becoming present. Meditation is simply a way to become present in the moment. So my suggestion is that when you awaken, you gently sit up, put something behind your back, make yourself as straight as you can, close your eyes, and then all you have to do is breathe. Just slow inhalation and slow exhalation. So I've taken care of two things at that time. Okay, I've just shown you why I think it's important for you to meditate in the beginning, at the beginning of the day, and then I started taking you into like how to meditate in the beginning of the day. Let me just go back to why this is important. When you are sitting still and you are just focusing on your breathing, you have basically one or two things in this life that you actually have control over. Most of the things you try to control, but you have no control except for your breath. So when you are actually sitting still and just focusing on your breathing, what you're doing is you're telling the universe and everyone in it that you are in control of the one thing that you can control, your breath. What does that do? Number one, it calms your central nervous system. Number two, it brings your mind into the present moment. So instead of scattering and thinking about what needs to be done and what's happening in the news and what Sheila's doing over there and what Jonathan is doing over here, instead, you're just concerned about what's happening inside yourself. Now, during your meditation, I believe in focusing on your breath, and I'm literal. Focus on the breath coming into your nose, and the breath going out of your nose. You don't have to do more than that, because what you're doing by focusing on your breath coming into your nose and out of your nose is being present with your breath coming into your nose and out of your nose. And it's really simple. There's nothing complex about it. There's no judgment about it. It just is what it is. And that is where your power is. Your power is simply being present with what is in the moment. And this is how you conjure and receive help. The conjuring is in the intention, and the receiving is in the presence. So when you need help, the very first thing you're going to do is come to the help that's within you. The help that's within is accessed by the present moment and by your breath. And the best time to access that help is not at the end of the day when you're all stressed out, okay, and you've got food in you and maybe you have a little glass of wine in you. That's not the time. The time is after your body has rested, things have processed in your subconscious mind without your conscious awareness. And whatever is ready to be delivered to you from your deep wisdom can be accessed in those early waking moments by tuning in to your breath and being present. That's all you have to do. Now, how long do you have to do it? 1 minute is a really good start. If you can build it up to 5 minutes, that's even better. If you can build it up to 20 minutes, that's really all you need. If you want more than that, then go for it. Personally, I love an hour. Now, I can very easily sit in meditation, just focusing on my breathing for 1 hour. However, you don't have to spend that hour just focusing on your breathing. A great way after you've meditated for 5 minutes or even 20 minutes is to pull out your journal and write whatever's on your mind. You can problem solve when you're journaling. You can simply write and just let your mind flow, like whatever comes. If you want to be woo-woo about it, you take the pen from your dominant hand that you normally write with, and you move it to your non-dominant hand and see what comes out when you start writing with your non-dominant hand. That's a trip. And it's also incredibly effective at helping you understand what's happening in your subconscious mind. But that is a different course, a different class, a different talk. Okay? So let's go ahead and just take some deep breaths together, and we're going to wrap up this. Call. All right. What I want you to do is take your feet and put them on the floor as flat as you can make them. So, in other words, don't cross your legs, and try not to have your feet or your heels raised. Put your feet on your heels on the ground and your toes on the ground. That might require you to move forward in your seat a bit so that you can actually get into that position. Your feet being on the ground is incredibly grounding. It seems like a simple gesture that may not matter, but actually to your nervous system, to your energetic system, to your spiritual system, it matters a lot. It's very powerful. Bring your awareness from your feet into your ankles, your calves, your knees, and your thighs. Just take a deep breath and be aware of your legs. And now bring your awareness into your hips and feel the surface that you're sitting on. Now, I'm at my office, I'm sitting on my chair, but maybe you're watching this at home in your bed. Wherever you are, just feel your bottom. Feel it connected to the surface that you're sitting on. And then taking another slow, deep breath, bring your awareness into your torso and your upper body. You can become aware of your belly as it extends when you inhale, and maybe you're noticing how it collapses or moves inward when you exhale. And maybe you become aware of your chest and you notice how your chest expands when you inhale. And you're noticing also that it collapses when you exhale, or it goes in when you exhale. And now bring your awareness to your head. And I don't know if you can hear that phone ringing in the background. That's a fax machine. We have a fax machine at this office. It's old school. It has a purpose, though. Taking a slow, deep breath, becoming aware of your head. As you inhale, bring awareness to your face muscles. Notice any tension, especially around your brow, if your brow is furrowed. I'm kind of smiling right now at the timing of things, and so my cheeks are kind of tight. My jaw's a little tight. Relax your shoulders. Notice your hands. Relax your hands. And now we're going to just take 3 slow, deep breaths together, taking a slow inhalation, really feeling your lungs expanding, just paying attention, not trying to fix anything, just enjoying the feeling of expansion. And then when you're ready to release that breath, just feeling everything relax, your shoulders moving down, your torso compressing. And again, a slow, deep inhalation. I am inhaling. And when you're ready, a slow exhalation. I am exhaling. And one more slow, deep breath in. I am inhaling. And one exhalation. I am exhaling. And that is a simple meditation to help you become present and to conjure the service and the help that you need. All right. Again, my name is Lynn Bell, and you can find me and learn more about how I work at www.badassbutterflyalchemy.com. All right. Bye for now, friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.